Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're still very much at the PFL Africa. Well, it's happening here in Lagos for the very first time. And we've spoken with so many athletes, and of course, we'll be doing their thing any moment from now. But with me here is the man himself, and that's Steve Ngono. The Cameroonian will be up against the Nigerian man, The Shield. How you doing, brother? I must say, really good one right there when you looked at Shield. What was going through your mind? I want to know.
I'm good, bro, Everything is already settled. The fight is already settled. We are going to fight soon, tomorrow, And we have already taken everything. Muzan, The Shield, a good guy, he's a friend, but this is business. Then we are going to go to war, and after we go back to what we usually do. And for tomorrow, the only thing I can say to all Nigeria, hey, Lagos, be ready. I'm there. Ngono is one of the lion is there to break out The Shield. Oh, it's true, it's my bro, it's my friend, but it's business, bro. We are going to business tomorrow.
All right, you're 7-1 and one of the most established names in MMA Africa. Now, how does it feel to be competing on the biggest stage, MMA Africa, and of course brought to people by Pfl Africa? How does it feel?
It's first of all an honor to be fighting in the Pfl Africa, a very big organization that just opened their doors in Africa, and be among them to be representing the top fighters in Africa, bro, is like very amazing, excited to continue and reach the top level, That is all.
The man that you will be fighting, and that's The Shield himself, is known for his defense and durability. What's your plan to breaking in?
My bro, the only thing I came for is give spectacle. It is a surprise, like I always said. You people are going to see what is going to happen on Saturday because the plan is already settled. And Muzan, I think I'm a complete fighter, bro. People knows me like wrestler and all these things, but tomorrow people are going to see someone else, bro.
Now, you want to tip us about your game plan for Shield? A little?
No,
little bit?
The only thing I can say is that tomorrow, real world, punch, grappling, ground, wrestle, everything is going to be there.
Just before I let you go, you'll be fighting in front of so many Nigerians. Are you not intimidated by that support?
Bro, the only thing I always say is, inside the cage, there's no nationality, bro. When we are inside there, two people. Nigeria is outside, but inside we are two of us. Our ears are blocked, bro.
So from here, where does Ngono goes?
What?
From here, where do you go?
Victory. I'm preparing for my 8th one, and that is all, bro.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, give it for the Cameroonian who will be up against The Shield himself, and that's Ngono. And tomorrow we'll be live right there in the cage with the Nigerian man, bro.
Let's go, bro. It's okay, bro.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Where am I looking? At you?
No, don't worry. Just stay. Look at them. Yeah. So, all right. If you have been following movies, you will know the term Kingslayer is not just any title for anyone. The Kingslayer, the Jamie Lannister that we know in Game of Thrones, a very tough fighter, a tough man, and of course a man that can go down the wire. Well, I'm not with Jamie Lannister in Lagos. No, I'm with the man himself, the real Kingslayer, who tomorrow might need to slay the king. He's unbeaten in 5, but guess what? He's making his debut at the PFL Africa. Kingslayer, how you doing? I really want to know, making your debut at the biggest, MMA event in Africa. I'm very sure you have a lot running through your mind, and you want to share it with me, right?
Yeah. What is it exactly that you want to know?
I just want to know everything, making your debut at the biggest event, MMA events in Africa, and get it to also fight. Some of the tough guys say. Just tell me, how do you feel, and how do you cope with all of these butterflies, in your belly and the likes?
Well, first things first, I'm feeling excited making my debut in Lagos, Nigeria. I was supposed to make my debut in Benin, but unfortunately that didn't happen. So I'm feeling excited. I'm feeling like I have a lot of pent-up energy that has to be released, and I'm looking forward to releasing that tomorrow night on Karim.
Now, let's talk about the term Kingslayer. I'm sure you know who Kingslayer is. So I want to know, is that just a title or a statement of intent going into the cage?
No, it's always it's a statement of intent, of course. Like the name Kingslayer is provenance for killing the kings or being the hitman to take care of the Kings, and that's essentially what I'm going to do and what I always do in all my fights.
Okay, now let's talk about your fighter. What have you been doing with your team, with your camp, to undo such a really tough opponent?
Strength and conditioning, training 2 times a day, Monday to Saturday. A lot of mental work, a lot of different bodies, a lot of game planning, a lot of strategizing in terms of watching my opponent and seeing his patterns. There's a lot of strategy going into the fight and all of the fights, in generally speaking.
Now, knowing full well that a victory in that bout takes you directly to the semi-final, I want to know, are you ready for the big stage?
Of course, sir. Of course. I mean, like I said, I've been waiting almost a year entirely to make my debut, and I feel like everything lines up for a reason, and I feel like this year is the year of the Kingslayer.
All right, you are a South African man, and so many of your guys will be watching you back home. You have any message for them?
I do. Guys, Mzansi, people from Mzansi, I want you guys to please support your boy, Tim the Kingslayer Mhlali. Tomorrow night, Saturday, on SuperSport TV, on Canal Plus, on Zap, on Pfl Africa YouTube channel. Make sure you support your boy. As always, the Kingslayer comes to burn the cage down. Kingslayer.
All right, the Kingslayer is up, of course. I'm not going to be slate because yet I'm not a king. So, man, all the best to your game. All right, you're still very much attuned to happenings here in Lagos at the Eko Hotels and Suites, where we are having the Pfl Africa here in Nigeria for the first time. Understanding, I don't know what I should say. Mountain, right beside me is the man himself, one of the men who just did weigh in. And of course, you saw the look on his face when he looked at his opponent. And how ready he might be to devour his man, that man rather. So, ladies and gentlemen, I have the pleasure to introduce to the mic, Richard the Shield. How you doing, my man? I must say, it feels good to see you, right there looking at your opponent. What went through your mind when you look at him the other way?
I feel good. I feel so relaxed and ready for this fight. And this is like a dream come true fight. It has been a fight I've been anticipating for, and yeah, it is. So let me just say I'm ready. I'm good to go. Tomorrow night, fireworks, bang, bang. Let's go.
All right, Richard the Shield, that name sounds really heavy. I want to know, what's about that nickname, the Shield?
Well, like I said, the name was given to me by my partner. Thank you so much. And right now, as you can see, the Shield, like I say, I'm unbreakable. And there is a saying I always say, no shield can protect you from this shield, because it's going to be a hell of a fight. And this Shield, it's not just about defense. It's not all about defense. I hit very hard, and I can't wait to put my fist on my opponent's face tomorrow night.
Okay, now you are 6-3-1. I must say, how does all of these losses build you to be ready to take the central stage?
Well, like as you know, my first 2 losses, I've been like a fighter that wants to keep on showing every good part of me each and every time I step into the octagon. Like you see, I got 2 losses. That was the first, and it was a split decision. After that, I went on a 4-win streak, and then before I got the other loss, and now I'm on 2-win streak, which I want to make this one the 3rd win streak. So it's on a run. The Shield is coming, like I always say. I keep going higher and higher, and each time I step into the cage, something new is coming.
Now, tomorrow is going to be Battle of the West Africans. You'll be up against a really tough guy in the Cameroonian himself, and that's Ngono. What's your game plan going into that bout against him? And what
Tomorrow night, stay tuned. Tomorrow night, stay tuned. You're going to see the game plan.
You're not going to tell us?
Nah, not at all.
A bit?
Tomorrow night, we'll see.
All right, fighting in front of the home fans, and of course, you surely have the support. How does this support going to drive you against a really tough opponent?
Well, it's cool to have, my fans and supporters coming to watch me and to cheer me up. This has been the journey, and my fans, they've been there with me. So this is not like a new thing. It's just like we're moving. This is a moving train. We're going higher and higher, and just stay tuned. Thank you so much, guys. All your support, your love, I appreciate it.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it to the man himself, and he's Richard the Shield. Okay.